Hi, my name is David P. Shapiro. I'm the owner and managing partner of the law office of David P. Shapiro, located in San Diego, California, where my firm helps good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. This video, I want to talk to you about a way to beat your DUI case in San Diego. And it involves the blood alcohol level and whether or not you were in fact under the influence for purposes of driving. A lot of times, DUI cases, particularly in San Diego, are charged alternatively. Basically, what that means is Vehicle Code Section 23152, subdivision A as in apple or B as in boy. A lot of times they're charged together as well. The A count of a DUI, the prosecutor would need to prove that at the time driving, you were under the influence of alcohol, in that your ability to safely operate a motor vehicle was impaired, that you couldn't drive basically with the caution or care of a reasonable, sober person. Okay? Blood alcohol level is important, but it's not the end-all be-all. There are people that are DUI who have a 0.04, half the legal limit. And there are people arguably that are not impaired based on tolerance, even if you have a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or higher. And then there's also the more traditional, what admittedly we run into more problems with, which is 0.08 or higher at the time driving. And those are situations where you see a blood alcohol level come back at a 0.12, a 0.15, a 0.20 at the time of the chemical test. Well, California is not a chemical test dependent state. What I mean by that is it's 0.08 or higher the law at the time driving. So just because you may be over or even under the limit of 0.08 at the time of the chemical test doesn't mean that you are 0.08 or higher at the time driving. So that's something we consider as well. Obviously, we prefer the lower blood alcohol level. Makes it that much more likely that your blood alcohol level was actually below the 0.08 threshold, but not always. And not always if you come back at a 0.06 or 0.07 at the time of the test, not always does that mean that you were actually below a 0.08 at the time driving, because your blood alcohol level could have been dropping and you could have actually been higher at the time you were driving a motor vehicle. But what are some defenses? Well, some defenses could be, particularly if the cop was a disaster or did not do a good job on the field sobriety test. If your attorney knows how those tests are administered, how they should be administered. Also, the chemical test. Was the breath machine working properly? Was the blood draw done properly? Is there a way to suppress chemical evidence? Is there a way to keep out the blood draw? Is there a way to challenge the arrest? All ways that you could look at attacking a DUI, particularly DUI defenses in a more traditional sense when you look at Vehicle Code Sections 23152A and B. So if you have any questions about a DUI in San Diego, you can always reach out to our firm, 619-295-3555.